Welcome back to the Dragon Den. All my loyal Dragonites, King of Dragons 5000 is back with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Spider-Man Retro Collection Spider Armor Mark 1. And so here we have Spider Armor Mark 1 pose and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's run through his accessories. Spider Armor comes with two very nicely detailed hands as well as two web effects. Unfortunately, Spider Armor here is a little underwhelming in terms of accessories, but where it makes up in is details. So with that out of the way, let's take a closer look at his details. The Spider Armor Mark 1 is very impressive in terms of sculpt and paint work, and I love what Hasbro has done with this figure. There's a lot going on with this figure from head to toe. Let's actually talk about it. Starting with the head sculpt, it is what you expect out of Spider-Man. It looks very nice with the web lining. The dark brown for the eyes gives a really nice contrast against the silver, although unfortunately the web lines on this figure are not painted. And on the back of the helmet we do have a little bit of texturing, which looks really nice. As the Spider Armor is just Spider-Man in a nice suit of armor, it carries over a lot of the same features. The red is replaced with this very nice silver, and the web lines are done very nice, and then the spider emblem on his chest is actually really good. The silver is phenomenal, and one little detail I love is that the black parts of his outfit are nicely textured. All throughout his torso, the black parts of his outfit are nicely textured and they look very good. And on the back of his armor we do have a really big spider emblem. The silver armor carries over to his arms where we have that impressive silver as well as that really nice black texturing. The gauntlets are done really nicely, and you can see some web launches on his gauntlet. And we do have some armor plating on the back of Spider-Man's fists. On his waist it is very nicely detailed with two different textures on it. Some pipework does separate these two pieces of his outfit, and both texturing is done very good. Impressive work by Hasbro. His knees are nicely armored with that same silver paint, and on his calves we do have a little bit of that same black texturing. Some armor plates on the front of his legs do look really nice, and that same armor carries over to the back. Some armor covering on the top of his feet, followed by some black boots, look very impressive, so Armored Spider here looks very good. Hasbro has done some impressive work here with the Spider Armor Mark 1, and I love what they did with it. With all his details out of the way, let's get him compared to our usual suspects. Here we have Spider Armor posed next to Marvel Legends Cyclops and DC Multiverse Superman. Mattel's WWE Elite Series and Mezco's 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. The Lightning Collection White Ranger and the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally we have him posed next to the Cell Shaded Spider-Man and the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. In terms of scale, he scales better with the Cell Shaded Spider-Man and the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. So with his comparisons out of the way, let's run through his articulation. He has a double ball joint in the head. Arms go out to the side and do a full 360. We have bicep swivel and double hinged elbows. Basic swivel hinges in his wrist, an ab crunch as well as swivel at his waist. Legs kick forward, back, go out to the side and have a thigh swivel. Double hinge in his knees, hinge in his ankle and forward facing pin for rocker ankles. Not the most articulated Spider-Man that Hasbro has given us, but given the circumstances of Spider-Man wearing armor, I think I can let it slide on this figure. So with everything said and done, let's actually get Spider Armor Mark 1 posed for my final thoughts. I am a little bit late to the party reviewing the Spider Armor, however he is still a very impressive figure even by today's standards. The amount of detail that is on this figure is very impressive. Even for Hasbro, the silver parts of his costume are nice and smooth, and the black parts all have this really nice texturing. For the most part, the paintwork on this figure is really clean. There's not too much bleeding where the silver parts meet the black. Where this figure could have improved on is definitely in his accessories. The fact that we only get fist and whip hands is a little bit disheartening. I would have loved to see some wall crawling hands as well. Add to it, we don't have any paintwork in the web line, so it does make this feel somewhat incomplete. A little side project I have in mind is going over this figure with a Gundam marker, but overall Hasbro's done a really good job with this figure. The Spider Armor Mark 1 does look very impressive and is a really nice homage to the original Toy Biz figure as well as the updated model from the Spider-Man video game. Paint flaws aside, if you're a fan of Spider-Man, this is definitely going to be a figure you want to have in your collection. Now, Spider Armor here is a pretty old figure, about a year at this point now. He's still available on sites like Amazon and Big Bad Toy Store. If you're a fan of this look or just like playing with this skin in the Spider-Man game, definitely check this figure out because you probably won't be disappointed with it. So with that being said, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out all my other Spider-Man videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, and other goodies, and ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my fellow Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm King of Dragons 5000 reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.